Assalamualaikum guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Bilal Agriculture Wala. Thank you for joining me. Today I am having focused conversation with AI on a very important topic, how to overcome fear and take bold step in life. This topic matters because fear often hold us back from growth, opportunities and our true potential at learning to face it helps us move forward with confidence. Being, let's bring and explore this topic in depth. My let's start with Maya.
Hi.
Assalamu alaikum Maya. Today I am having focused conversation with you on the topic how to overcome fear and take bold step in life. So let's start. My first question: what is fear? Simple word, and why do humans feel it?
Wa alaikum assalam. Okay. Bold steps. Good topic. Fear, simply put, is a signal, like your brain's little alarm system. Humans feel it because historically it kept us alive. Running from a tiger is a pretty good reason to be scared, right? Even now, that basic wiring is still there. It's just that the tigers look a lot different these days. What kind of tigers are you facing?
Why does fear stop people from taking action in life?
That's the tricky part, isn't it? It's like the alarm system gets a little overzealous. It starts going off for things that aren't actually life threatening, like say asking someone out or starting a new project. And when that alarm is blaring, your brain prioritizes safety. Taking action feels risky, so it pushes you towards staying small, staying comfortable. It's not that people don't want to act, it's that their brain is genuinely trying to protect them from perceived danger. Does that make sense?
What are the most common fear people face in daily life?
Oof, good question. From what I've observed secondhand, of course, I don't exactly live a daily life. It seems like a lot boils down to a few things. Fear of judgment is huge, worrying about what others think, and there's fear of failure, which is tightly linked to that. And definitely fear of the unknown, like stepping outside your routine, trying something new. That uncertainty is scary for a lot of people. Anything strike a chord with you there?
How is fear of failure different from fear of judgment?
That's a really insightful question. They often overlap, but they hit different nerves, you know? Fear of failure is internal. It's about your own standards, your disappointment in yourself if you don't meet them. It's a concern with your own self worth tied to accomplishment. Fear of judgment, though, is external. It's about what others will think if you fail. It's about embarrassment, criticism, losing social standing. So you could fail at something and be okay with it if you didn't care what anyone else thought. But if you're deeply worried about being seen as incompetent or foolish, that's the judgment fear kicking in. Does that distinction feel right to you?
How does fear affect our thinking and discussion making?
It completely messes with things, honestly. Fear narrows your focus. When you're scared, your brain basically goes into tunnel vision. You start focusing on the negative possibilities, the potential downsides, and you miss out on opportunities or alternative solutions. It biases your decision making, making you more risk averse, even when taking a risk might be the best option. It also makes it harder to think clearly during discussions, like you're constantly editing yourself or second guessing what you say. Sound familiar?
How how can facing fear slowly help build confidence?
Okay, you're jumping right into solutions. I like that. Chasing small wins or shares, as you put it, I assume meaning small accomplishments, is actually really smart. It builds momentum and rewires your brain. Every time you achieve something, no matter how small, you release dopamine, which reinforces that behavior. It's like training yourself to associate action with positive feelings instead of just fear. Plus, it combats that feeling of being overwhelmed. Breaking a big, scary goal into tiny, manageable steps makes it feel a lot less intimidating. Is that how you're thinking about it? What kind of shares are you aiming for right now?
Why does the mind create fear even when the risk is small?
That's a really good question. It's ridiculous, isn't it? To be just as paralyzed by a tiny risk as a huge one. It comes down to how the amygdala, the part of your brain responsible for processing emotions, works. It doesn't really differentiate between threats. It just sees something potentially bad and sends out the alarm. So even if rationally you know the risk is minimal, your amygdala can still hijack your thinking. It's like an overprotective parent. And honestly, the more you avoid things that scare you, the more powerful that fear becomes. Reinforces the idea that the world is a dangerous place. Does that make any sense? It's frustratingly illogical.
What are the first steps someone can take to overcome fear?
Okay, practical steps. I like it. The very first step, and this sounds almost too simple, is awareness. Just notice when you're feeling fear. Don't judge it. Don't try to suppress it. Just observe it. Acknowledge it. Say to yourself, okay, I'm feeling anxious right now. That little bit of distance can be surprisingly powerful. It stops the fear from completely taking over. It's like labeling a feeling, it gives you a little bit of control.
How does
Then,
how does self
what's
belief help in overcoming fear?
self belief is basically the antidote to that amygdala hijack we were just talking about. When you genuinely believe in your ability to handle whatever comes your way, even if you've failed before, it dampens the fear response. It's like telling your brain, hey, we've got this. It allows you to assess risks more rationally and to see challenges as opportunities for growth instead of threats to be avoided. It's not about being arrogant or pretending you're invincible. It's about having a grounded confidence in your resilience and your ability to learn. Do you find that for you? Do you feel more or less afraid when you're feeling confident?
What simple daily habits help reduce fear over time?
Sometimes it's hard to put those feelings into words. I get that. It's okay to just sit with that for a sec. But even acknowledging simple daily habits to build that self belief